I'm on a whistle-stop trip around the south of Taiwan. I'm going to be stopping in two different cities, Tainan and Kaohsiung. I'm going to be fishing for different and unique species in both freshwater and saltwater and bringing you some interesting spots. Let's go fishing. Alright, so our first stop on this little tour of the south of Taiwan is Tainan. The name Tainan literally means South Tai, and while the city is on the southeastern coast, it's not the most southern city in Taiwan. Kaohsiung, where we're heading tomorrow evening, is a little bit further down the coast. So I took the high-speed rail down here from Taipei this afternoon. Only takes about an hour and 20 minutes. And if you come into Taiwan and you're on limited time, taking the high-speed rail is a really good choice. It's really easy to navigate even if you don't speak Chinese. All you need to do is download the T-Express app and you can book all your tickets in the app. And once you've booked the ticket, it gives you a QR code which you just scan at the gate in the station, and that's it, you're through. It costs about 35 euros for the ticket, which is not really that cheap. Well, it is if you compare it to UK prices, but it saves you a lot of time, so it's definitely worth doing. There are two different types of train in Taiwan. You've got the high-speed rail or the normal train. Obviously, normal train is cheaper, but it's also much slower. So if you're stuck for time, take the high-speed rail. Yeah, let me get into this park. It's really noisy out there at this time of night with all the scooters. So what can I tell you about Tainan? It's a city with a very retro feel, and it feels like it hasn't really changed much for quite a few years. And I think for this reason, it's become really popular with like young Taiwanese people, and a lot of Koreans and Japanese tourists come here as well. And the other big thing about Tainan is the food culture. It's full of loads of unique little restaurants, like kind of humble grandma style restaurants that have been making the same dish for years and years. And I feel like a huge amount of the tourists are coming to Tainan for that reason. It's like a food tourism destination. Let me sit down. I'll be able to speak a bit better. I do like my food travel, I've got to say, so I've tried quite a few of the things here in Tainan. My favourite dishes, I really like the fried rice cake. I think that's a really good one. And my favourite dish that I've had here actually is a savoury porridge, which might not sound amazing, but it is really good. The kind of real famous one that you've got to try is eel noodles, and I've got to be honest, I wasn't a massive fan of that, but there were loads of cool foods to try. But we're not here for the food, are we? We're here for the fishing, and I've never fished in Tainan before. This is going to be my first time. And while there are some really good fishing opportunities here in Tainan, it's not the most accessible. So I think you're struggling a little bit for fishing in and around the city. But just north of the city, there's a big wetland marsh area, and that's where I'm going to be fishing tomorrow. It's pretty tricky to get to if you haven't got your own transport, but I've been really lucky because a local guy named Hunter got in touch with me recently and he's offered to take me out. So tomorrow morning we're going to get up early and we're going to head out to the wetlands targeting Taiwanese sea bream and also hopefully mangrove jack. But before that, we're going to head out this evening for an hour and a half somewhere in and around the city, and we're going to be targeting big-eyed tarpon or indo-pacific tarpon. They don't get as big as the tarpon that you're thinking about, but if we can catch one or two, that's another species for me, and it's going to be cool to get to know another local angler here. So with that said, I've got a little bit of time to go and get myself some dinner before I go and meet Hunter and we start fishing. Let's go.
You see the speck like that and just throw it. Yeah.
It's gonna come right over the top nicely. So just when you see them splash on the top, cast over the splash, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh no, I lost him.
Yeah, nice one. Just like that.
Didn't take long, eh?
Yeah.
So do you think because they have really hard mouths, so it's hard to...
Yeah.
Okay.
It's easy to catch, but it's hard to put it up.
It's hard to land, right?
Yeah, it's hard to do.
And you have to fish for these in the dark, or?
It's okay. It's the dark. They don't scare it in the dark, so they will bite like harder.
Okay.
But I will wait until the bubble comes and I throw it on top.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we wait until we see one and then cast to it.
Yeah. Like sight fishing in the dark.
Yeah. With no lights.
Yeah, no lights.
Yes. Oh. Oh, yeah! Wow, that was close to the side, eh? That was cool. Wow, he's jumping like a real tarpon, look.
Is this a real tarpon?
It's a real tarpon.
Yeah.
Whoa! Lost him. Are we counting that?
We landed, we count.
Oh, nice. Oh no. The bites are so cool, eh? They really, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Come on, stay on. Whoa. Wow.
Yeah.
Stay there.
Oh, that's a big one.
It's a good one.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if I can lift him with this rod, you know.
Can you
take the line?
Yeah, I take the line.
Yeah, I don't want to break the rod. Come on, get him up.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, that's so cool, man. That's amazing. Look at that.
Yeah.
Let's go. Mate, that's a really cool fish.
Your first tarpon.
That's my first tarpon, yeah. What the hell? That is really cool, man. So we managed to land one, but I dropped it in the mud. So it wasn't really worth videoing that one, was it? Yeah, there's a lot now around here. Go to the left, you think? Okay. Let me get my bag. Oh! Oh! Oh!
You feel the bite?
Slightly, very light. Maybe he's following. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, dropped it. Yeah, he's still there. You see that? Oh!
It's pretty fun, right?
It's so fun. I saw him flash that. Yo! Yeah!
Ooh, that's a splash.
Here he goes. Tail walking.
Team working.
We're gonna land him up.
Yes.
Go. Yeah! Well done. Wow, look, his tail's been bitten by something, look, you see?
Barracuda.
Barracuda, maybe. We've got no battery left on the camera, so hopefully this is working. But there we go, big eye tarpon. That is so cool, man. Yeah. Look at that. It looks like a is a real tarpon, right?
Yes.
Let's go. Back you go. Nice. Yeah. Woohoo. Yeah. Tail walk. It's so fun, man. I love it. Whoa.
Need help? Or?
It's okay. I can do it. I can manage. Yeah. That's a monster.
Pretty big. Your personal wreck.
That's got to be a PB. That's huge. Man, that's a good one. Look at that mouth. Woo!
I think Tainan is like the Florida of Taiwan.
The Florida of Taiwan.
Yes.
There we go. So cool. Let's put him back.
Nice.
Amazing. Thank you very much. Very cool. The tarpon fishing actually turned out to be some of the most fun fishing I'd had for a very long time. We must have had well over 10 takes and landed about 5 or 6 fish between us in just an hour and a half's fishing. But this was just the start, and the next morning we were up bright and early, ready to do it all again. Morning, it's the next day. Does anyone else have this problem, right, where when you know you've got to get up really early, you just can't sleep? It's absolutely smacking me this year. Every time I'm going fishing, I cannot sleep the night before. But it is what it is, we'll live. Just waiting to be picked up and we're heading out to the wetlands. I'm really excited today, actually. Alright, so we're now at our third spot of the day. The guys today have been kind enough to bring me to some of their secret spots around here. So I haven't been filming while we've been fishing. I don't want to give away where their spots are. But it's been going pretty well and we've fished a couple of really cool areas. We started off this morning in like a mud flat area. I think that's the best way I can describe it. And we walked out across the mud to the shore, fishing small soft plastics, and we were aiming for mangrove jack. The guys say they catch loads of them there in the summer. We didn't have any luck this morning. I think we came at the wrong time. The tide was pretty far out. And the guys also say that in the winter, the mangrove jack tend to move into deeper water. So we didn't catch there. After that, we moved inland a little bit and we've been fishing in a very unique area, and it's quite difficult for me to describe, but basically around here, there are a lot of salt farms. And what they are essentially are kind of small pools where seawater comes in when the tide is high, and then I guess kind of leaves at some point and leaves behind the salt, which the farmers then take and sell. But it creates a really unique and absolutely perfect environment for some of the fish species around here. There are also the odd mangrove tree lining the banks as well. And we've done pretty well. In the second spot we went to, which was in one of these salt farms, we each managed a Taiwanese sea bream or Taiwanese chinu. They look very similar to the Japanese sea bream, the Japanese chinu. Not quite as big, but they were really fun to catch. I caught mine on the duo Tetraworks Toto Fat, really small bait. Really good fight from the bream as well. So that was good. It was really cool that all three of us caught in that area. And now we've moved on to the third spot, which is still in the salt farm, just around the corner from the second spot. But the pool that we're fishing here is a little bit deeper. So I've got a little bit of confidence here. It looks a really, really nice spot. Let's see if we can get into a few more chinu and maybe, who knows, another species. That's the second Taiwanese chinu that I've landed. The guys have caught a few. That one was a bit of a surprise really, on a slightly bigger jerkbait, and we switched to that because one of the guys just caught a really, really nice mangrove jack. Really, really good one. So that's what we were aiming for. But this thing came and got there first, and I'm not complaining about that. It's another really cool one. So it turned out that that bream was the last fish of the day and I had to get myself back to the city for the train. But there was still time for one last classic Tainan dish. The guys took me to one of their favourite spots where we had some fried oyster pancakes and clam soup for lunch, which finished off this whistle-stop tour of Tainan perfectly. I gotta say, I'm really thankful to the guys for showing me around Tainan. Obviously, I'd have loved to bring you more action from the morning spots, but when local people go out of their way to take me to spots that they've put years of research and time into, I really want to respect that and be responsible, especially as a non-local. But anyway, if you can get yourself over to the Qigu district, there are loads of similar spots everywhere. And once you're over there, it's not difficult to find a few fish. Anyway, I absolutely passed out in the car on the way back to the train station. I tried to film a bit of an outro for this video in the station, but as you can see here, I was very tired, a little bit sunburned and talking absolute rubbish. But regardless, life was pretty good. I'd had a great time in Tainan, and now I was about to jump on the train and head 45 minutes down the coast to one of my favourite cities in the world for more fishing and exploring in Kaohsiung. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.